Hello my dear friends, welcome back to our channel. Many times I was asked about the Russian cars, so I finally decided to go to the local LADA dealership and show you what cars you can buy in Russia nowadays. I'm sure that when you think of the Russian automobile industry, you imagine such old LADA cars, and you must have seen the video of the famous YouTuber Boris from the Life of Boris channel about the iron chiburek. Lada. That literally means an iron, greasy Russian pie with meat inside of it. The AutoVAZ company appeared in 1966 in the USSR, and frankly speaking, the cars that it produces have always been popular here inside of Russia, no matter how many Russians actually hate them. When I was a child in the 90s, there was practically no alternative, because the beautiful BMW and Mercedes cars just started appearing in our towns, and they were the symbols of luxury. Most of them really belonged to criminals and the local mafia. Later, when I was a student, we used to call the foreign cars inamarki, foreign brands, and treat them like something good and high quality, comparing to the Russian cars, that were much cheaper but less comfortable, less beautiful, and of course less respected. Every young man used to dream of a cool inamarka, no matter whether it was new or brought somewhere from abroad, and sold to Russia as a used car. But in 2009, the LADA company literally got bankrupt, and after this everything changed. It united with Renault and Nissan and started producing absolutely new beautiful LADA cars that nowadays have become very popular here. Of course, I can't tell you about the situation in Moscow and St. Petersburg, because I live in a provincial town far from them, but here you can see a lot of LADA cars in the streets, and the locals today prefer buying a new LADA car instead of a used car of another foreign brand, because the prices have gone up a lot recently, and LADA brand can offer you much more than the foreign competitors for the same price. I can't say that the new LADA cars are cheap, especially when you choose a car in its full configuration, but they are much more affordable than the foreign brands. What is more, all the local banks offer good loans right in the car dealership. And such loans are also supported by the government. There are a lot of different special programs for LADA cars. And I can say that now people have finally started getting rid of the stereotypes that our Russian cars are always bad quality, worse than the foreign analogs, not attractive, and can break down very soon, even a little bit more than 10 years ago. Most Russians used not to trust the local automobile industry and even laugh on it. LADA cars used to be the main characters of funny memes about Russia on the internet, and the people who used to choose them were called crazy car mechanics, who just loved spending hours trying to fix something in their Ladas. The funny cars that break down more often than drive. And here are the cars that you can test. You can drive these cars. There's beautiful white Ladas. It is Lada Vesta with automatic transmission. Of course, you can choose a car with manual transmission. All these cars can be provided with manual transmission, and it's cheaper, not so convenient, but much cheaper. Oh, I think that this Lada Vesta is such a beauty. It's really my favorite car. I adore Lada Vesta. And this is Lada Granta Cross test. I like this car either. And this is Lada Largus. It's such a car, you know, for big families. There are 7 seats in such a car. There can be 7 seats in such a car, or it can be for your business. It's a very convenient car. It's not as comfortable as Vesta or such a good Granta, but well, if you have a purpose to buy exactly this car, you can choose it, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed. But unfortunately, this car has only manual transmission. Oh, my nose is already running. It is so cold. But of course, when we think of Lada cars, first of all, we imagine such cars. This is Lada Pirozhok, as we used to call it. It is Lada 14, if I'm not mistaken. This is an old Kalina. Here you can see LADA Niva. I'm sorry that I can't find LADA X-Ray. You know, such a lovely Russian, not a crossover, but not a Jeep, but something like this. And this is LADA Niva. Let's have a look at it. I'm so frozen. You can see me frozen. На край света и обратно. To the edge of the world and back. LADA Niva. It is our all-road car. And you can go to the countryside on it. You can travel on it. And this is my love. This is the best car in the world. I'm sorry, I do not want to offend you, but for me it's really the best car in the world. It's Lada Vesta Cross SV. It is amazing, so beautiful, so convenient. Of course it has its disadvantages and it's new, but I'm sure that it's fantastic. I think that these cars look really modern, beautiful. Here you can see such a big parking zone with new cars. You can come and choose your Lada car here. Oh, and I can see X-Ray Lada Cross there. There is a railway station nearby. That is why we can hear some sounds from it. I do not know why this car is not standing there in front of this dealership center. I hope that you can hear me because it's again extremely windy. It's always windy here. I can't stop repeating this. Well, Kalinas, Grantas, all kinds of, I suppose, only new cars. They're without numbers. And you can choose a car that you like here and buy. And if you want to have a car in some extra color, maybe bright orange or something like this, red, green and blue, you can order such a car and you need to wait for it. Here you can see only the cars of the most popular colors: black, white, gray and brown and so on. And by the way, these are Lada Vestas, absolutely new white Ladas, waiting for their future owners. Oh, by the way, it is X-ray, but not cross, just X-ray Lada car. Someone's car after the service. There are several configurations of every car, just like in all the car dealerships in the world, and some colors that you can choose. I do not think that here you can see something special. As I can judge, these dark blue and orange colors are popular nowadays, not only in Russia. I see a lot of cars of the other brands that are also dark blue, red and orange. As for me, I like bright cars very much, but the sales managers told me that the most popular colors in Volgograd are white, gray and brown. It is not surprising. We live in a very windy and dusty region of Russia, and it's often wet in spring and autumn here. That is why the cars here are often dirty, and the owners want to hide this fact anyhow, and not to wash their cars several times a week. 50 reasons to be proud of your Lada car. This is it. Железный чебурек. It's копейка. Super racer. X3 and Fiesta, the most popular cars here nowadays. The symbol of Lada, it is Ladia actually, such a ship, you know, the ship of Vikings. Yati, Vesta Priora, New Niva, old Nivashka. These Nivas are still extremely popular here, especially for among travelers and fishermen. Oh, I love these colors. The two most popular colors, not most popular, but brand colors of the modern Lada cars. Bright orange and dark blue. I wish I had a dark blue one. Lada with penguins. Nivas. Niva is also an all-road car. You can see it. There are still a lot of old Lada cars on the streets of the Russian towns and villages. Nowadays, you can buy such a car for less than $1,000. That is why they are especially popular with the young Russians and the citizens of the countryside. Of course, when you buy such an old Lada, you should be ready to repair it very often. But everything for them is cheap and is sold almost everywhere. What is more, most old Lada owners learn to repair their cars themselves. It is said that it's not difficult at all. The main problem of such cars is the lack of safety. As for me, I like them, but I would prefer to buy a new beautiful Lada that I showed you today. So my dearest friends, thank you for watching. Bye bye.